Hi everyone, welcome to May and Gaia's update. So, very interestingly, we always end up with a banner of what it's all about, and I think probably every single one of these is about living to your highest potential and preparing for times ahead, even if it's only a few weeks or specific dates that come up, or just a month or two, to ease your way forward. So please have a conversation with me in the comments fields about, you know, what benefit do you get from these videos, and you know, how is it enabling you in your lives, and what would you like extra from me? I have just had a significant birthday, and I have been channeling all of my life, and I've been assisting people shift from one perspective to another to enable themselves and have more ease in their lives. So I'm at your service. I really am, and I am ready to do more YouTube videos for you. So ask away, let me know what it is you're interested in. And as well as taking a pulse on the Earth's heartbeat and frequencies and energetics within our cosmic lives, I can address whatever it is that you ask about. Okay, so for this month in May, I'm in my garden in my new Devon home, and we've just planted, my husband's planted this beautiful new to us tree, which is a weeping cherry, and her form I find really, really beautiful. We're moving the acers in that we've had before, and we have a ginkgo biloba behind us here, Himalayan birch, a mountain ash rowan tree. And it's one of the things, you know, when you move from having been in, you know, a beautiful home in Wales, 1,000 feet up a Welsh mountain, and raising wild children and the lifestyle that becomes, you know, having a complementary therapy centre for 20 years. It's all chapters of our lives. And now Nick and I are here in Devon because I had a real need to be near the sea. Nick wanted some more sunshine. And the thing that I was missing, people kept saying to me, what are you missing? What are you missing, Carol? And it was trees, which is absolutely bonkers, because down here in Devon, we've got ancient forests and, you know, avenues of trees that you drive through every single day. But just here in the garden, so I'm having a collection of various trees that are talking to me when I'm out, and I'm thinking, yes, you can come home, and you can come home, and you can come home. So yeah, I'm introducing this one because we'll have some videos out here. We've got lots of birds. The swallows have arrived. We've got a lot of birds around this morning. Some magpies arguing with some rooks. Yeah, they're all around. So we'll welcome all of nature in her glory with this today. Hope you enjoy that too. So the first one, I'm just looking at my notes down here. The first one she said was to do what you can to love yourself into a position where you can uplift your memories. So how does that land for you? Just take a note down. What does that mean to you? And I say, uplift your memories. Remember, this is an invitation from the spirit of the planet that you are belonging to. You know, Gaia is a name we use for the essence of planet Earth, and she's saying uplift your memories. Now, she gave me a memory. She reminded me of a memory when I was little, of something that basically an event happened, and I felt a pain response and a disappointment response and various other things. And now, as an adult, I can see what that other adult was doing to me as a child for my well-being. But I didn't have the foresight, and I didn't have the perspective, and I didn't have the knowledge that that adult did at the time. So although I took that in a way, so my memory was meh, basically now as an adult I can uplift that memory because I can include the goodness and I can include the wisdom that the elder was sharing at that time. So that's what she means, like sort of if memories come up and they're still holding a negative charge for you, if memories are coming up and you're still dwelling on the sadness or the trauma or the something, how about, if you haven't done this before, do an uplift to it. Imagine that you were also the elder in that scenario. You're standing behind the person who you perceive to be yourself a victim of, and stand behind them and just whisper to the younger you what it is that's really going on there. How do you benefit from it? What is the benefit from the experience of your memories? Any memories that you can uplift. Not all memories you can do that with right now, but there are definitely some that you can get that perspective of the elder you that can join into that picture to go, oh, do you know what? Actually, now I know more. Now I understand. So I can add that understanding, I can add that wisdom to that memory, and therefore it can be lifted up, and therefore it can be altered into something other than just the pain or the sadness. So that's her first of 3, uplift your memories. The second one is carry your own heart into a new resonance. So she's asking us all to carry our own heart into a new, higher frequency, more loving, more opening, more than resonance. You know, everything in this world is frequency and it's resonance. Every cell that we have has its own resonance. Every bird, every butterfly that's just joined in, the bees that I can hear starting to make a nest in this newly dug soil, it's all a resonance. So how about we take the ability to respond to our own heart's desires, to our own heart's wishes, to our own worries and concerns, and do what she's saying, which is bring it into a new resonance. Now, the thing is about humans is we have choice. Everything is a choice. So it's like we can choose how we respond. We can choose to take action on some of the things Gaia is actually inviting us into. We can choose not to. We can choose flick it by in 2 seconds. We can choose to watch the whole thing. It's a choice. It's an individual's choice. So she's asking you to choose to take that ability really of choice and make the right choices for your own heart. So that would be like, okay, what's the resonance then? Well, do you want to be happier? Do you want to have more peace? Do you want, what is it that you can name in resonance? And allow your heart to entrain with that rather than the opposite. Okay, number 3 is, oh yeah, she said it felt really dreamy. I'm always sharing the frequency with you as I speak the words that I've heard, because I feel the frequencies, I sense the images that she's supplying. So her third one is for you to become the becoming. For you to become the becoming. So that's intuitively connecting in to the potentiality of the field of awareness, and our lives are becoming different. And we have many choices within those timeline shifts. And it's like, what is it you're becoming? So she's saying, identify the becoming life and world that you are, that is a possibility, that could be for you, and feel like you're already it, but focus on becoming the becoming. So it's very fluid. There's no sort of like goal sheet there for you to aim for and it be very masculine side of us. It's more of a feminine approach, not at all with gender here, but it's a feminine approach within you that can go with the flow. And we know organically things of great value are changing in our world, and it's therefore all about you. It's therefore all about you changing your internal landscape, so your external also changes. So become the becoming. Obviously, if you want any further information or practicalities of what these mean, ask away in the comments field and I'll get right back to you. Now, as always, we have said we're going to pull a card for every month that we do these, and also to share some good news. So Sam Bentley on Instagram, I've got these from again, and he says there's a few things here. 10% of the world oceans are officially now protected. Now, we've got room to expand on that, but we have got 10%. So that's worth celebrating. I loved this one, right? Because of the rewilding efforts in Brazil, the blue and yellow macaws are flying over Brazil for the first time in 600 years. Okay. And I like this. The 6 winners of the Green Nobel Prize winners for the first time in history are all women. Which is amazing. Okay, now the pack that felt right for us to use today is Denise Lynn's Sacred Garden. And what we want is the Sacred Forest, but because I'm in my sacred garden, I've gone right there. Interesting. Okay, so what is our guidance? You can do this yourself, you know, with any oracle card set that you feel you're attuned with or attracted to. Just hold it in your hands, center yourself, go into that sacred heart and just ask, what's my overall message for me today? You could ask that one. I'll ask that one. So that's for me. And then it's as simple as ever to say, what is the card? What is the message on this card for all of us who are coming together in community to watch this today, to be taught by Gaia how we can thrive? Okay, so it's the owl spirit, and the picture is of a thoughtful fairy with an owl with open wings and wisdom. Goes very well, doesn't it, with her wishes for us for this month. You know, become the becoming. What does that mean? And the first one about your memories, uplifting your memories. The wiser you can come into play there. So, yeah, bear that in mind. Oh, and if you wanted to know what mine was for today, it's the Enchanted Fern Grotto and Refuge. That's mine for today. And that's so apt, because that's exactly what I always like to build as a home for me, family, friends, and people who come see me. Is a sanctuary, is a refuge, is a place where the swallows can attend to me. They're my favourite bird. And that is just perfect timing. They are and will always be part of my refuge. It's really interesting that they've come today as well, because I'm offering as a facilitator for this year called Turning of the Wheel. And we are right in the middle of the air element, which is for all of you in the spring. And one of the air element strongest birds is the swallow. So that's really interesting. The air element is all about the facing the east, and its newness and its new ideas and its new beginnings. And it's the mind and harnessing the mind for better things, which ties in very much with some of the things we've covered today. I'm also just launching the summer one, which is going to be at St Michael's Mount. And we go there in June for the summer solstice for 3 nights. And then it carries on with our joint WhatsApp group, and also 2 Saturdays in the months that follow. So we're doing per quarter. So if you're interested in that, contact me by private message. And we've also got one in the west in Tintagel, which will be all about water and the emotions, and that'll be for the autumn equinox. And we'll also have one in the winter. We're all in our own sanctuaries of what we call home. So interested in any of that, let me know too. It was just the swallows arriving then as a reminder. Hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. Lots of love, and see you soon.